We go to just when you thought the old man's lost his fastball, he comes with the heat.
What?
Kentucky.
Why?
Last night in two massive upsets.
No, God!
Both Thomas Massie and Sing Along with Mitch McConnell both got primaried the fuck out.
Damn!
To the delight of one Donald Trump.
They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
I'm Giles Borgonzo on this. Never underestimate the power of Trump.
That is true!
Because if you're around,
What?
you may just find out.
That is also true!
But it's what's next. What's up, everyone? Giles Borgonzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Common sense, facts, and salt. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Wednesday. Well, if you didn't know, last night was primary. Yes, a number of states held their primaries from, Alabama to Georgia to one Kentucky. And speaking of Kentucky, in two massive upsets, both Representative Thomas Massie and Sing Along, Cocaine, Dementia, Mitch McConnell both lost their races. They both got primaried the fuck out to the delight of one Donald Trump. And for those who are still thinking that MAGA's lost its fastball, that the old man doesn't have any steam anymore, well, guess what? Because sometimes if you're around, you may just find out. This coming from the Gateway Pundit. Breaking: Massie loses Kentucky primary to Trump-endorsed Gallrein amid Trump's Rhino Revenge tour as Trump gloats, because of course he did. Congressman Thomas Massie lost his primary election to Trump-endorsed Gallrein on Tuesday evening amid Trump's Rhino Revenge tour. Earlier Tuesday, President Trump slammed the Kentucky lawmaker in a rare ex-post. Quote, horrible Congressman Thomas Massie put on an old endorsement from many years ago about him and me, long before I found out that he was the worst congressman in the history of our country, Trump said on Tuesday. Quote, I endorse Gallrein, a true American patriot, which Massie knows full well. So the statement that he put out there is fraudulent, just like he is fraudulent. Withdraw your fake statement, Massie, right now, Trump said on X. Decision desk called the race for Gallrein. The Associated Press also called the race for Gallrein. And of course, that is Gallrein right there, the new GOP rep. CBS also reported that Massie, a 12-year incumbent, was ousted. The outlets also called the race for Gallrein ahead by nearly double digits. Then again, this is the same state that Trump won in 24 by 75%. Yikes. President Trump earlier this year launched a revenge tour to oust rhinos, and so far he has largely succeeded. Several Indiana State Senate rhinos have recently got ousted after they refused to withdraw their state congressional map. On Saturday night, Rhino Senator Bill Cassidy also lost his primary. He was an incumbent as well, so Trump is on a massive roll. Trump celebrated the win on Tuesday. Of course, Republican nominee for Kentucky, congressional seat 04. Ed Gallrein wins. Of course, he was endorsed by one President Trump. White House comms director Stephen Chung had a message for other rhinos. Quote, don't ever doubt President Trump and his political power. Round, find out. Yikes. My thoughts. Well, of course, in my intro, I mentioned one Sing Along with Cocaine, Mitch. Of course, Mitch McConnell, who called his retirement earlier this year, also got booted out. And of course, there is a new rep representing that part of Kentucky as well for the Senate. So we've seen a number of rhinos got kicked to the curb because these people still seem to think that Trump has lost his fastball, that he just doesn't have it anymore. You know, he's an old man. He's pushing 80. He's not buying green bananas anymore. Well, he doesn't have it anymore. He's got no political power left. Wrong, and wrong. So for the most part, let me make this clear, is that I like Thomas Massie. For a number of years, I liked him. He was ballsy. He was not afraid to go against the fray. He was not afraid to draw outside the lines. But in a number of issues where this was clearly a situation that you should back Trump, especially when it comes to the SAVE Act. Of course, the SAVE Act was about integrity and clarity regarding federal elections. And of course, it is still dancing around in Congress, most likely because of John Thune. Yeah, it's probably not going to pass, which is ridiculous on its face. But with Thomas Massie, I think there were just too many variables against him. when you decide to show up on one Tucker Carlson show, Mr. I've got nothing against Israel except the Jews. Yeah, that's a problem. And of course, he felt the wrath. He felt the wrath of Trump, and of course, he felt the wrath of voters. So McConnell's gone, Massie's gone, Cassidy's gone. A number of other rhinos have gotten kicked to the curb. So Trump is trying to do everything humanly possible to make sure that we don't lose the midterms come November. It's going to take a hell of a lot more than what he's doing right now, but so far, so good. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Organzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. Continue spreading word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And stay tuned because there are going to be more rhinos to fall. And we'll see you next time. Peace.